Okay, so for question one on the playlist, I started by making a song class which contains a blueprint for the song object. So the song has a title, artist, duration, and the album in which it is in. I also set up some getter methods and setter methods. I also added a play method which displays that now playing and displays the song's information, and the toString method which allows us to print out the song object. From the song, I created a node now. The node is a next, a reference next, a previous, and then it contains the song object as its data. So it also has getter methods and setter methods. So the playlist itself, uh, I initialize the size is equal to 0, then there's a head, there's a tail, and then I also set a node current song, which allows me to track the current song which is playing to make it easy for me to reference the pre next and pre previous. So yeah, so like this is the add song method. If size is equal to 0, I initialize by equalizing head and tail to new node, and then I increase the size, and then I return. And then if else, I just set the tail. So I'm adding the song to the last position, like I'm adding it at the tail. So I just connect the tail to the new node, and then I set the new node to set what, to set previous. And then all these are the other methods. So I set up a main class for me to test the different methods. So when I started out, I started by adding up 12 songs, which 12 songs. These are the original 12 songs, and then I was able to add a song to the playlist, which is here, called On Fire by Andy Wumunu. As you can see in this original list, the last song is To Maybe, but here the last song is On Fire. And then I removed the song from the playlist, which is the Dumebi song. As you can see, there's no Dumebi song in this list. And then I also played the song from the playlist. It's now playing in Mekupata Yesu. I played the next song, it's called Yesuwe. And then I played the previous song, which went back to Mekupata Yesu. Then when I shuffle the playlist, you can see that Mekupata Yesu is the first song, Malaika, and then Soko by Wizkid and My Life. So you can see that the order is all shuffled up, and then I can now play a song from this shuffled playlist, which is now playing the first song in the shuffled playlist in Mekupata Yesu. And then for question 2, what I did now is that I created a generic node. Since we don't know what the cache will be storing, I created a generic node which stores T as this data, and it is next and previous. It is a constructor, getter methods, inserter methods, and then the cache. So this is how I implemented the cache. The cache is here, the tail, it is size and capacity. So when you're initializing the cache, you have to set out this capacity. So the capacity, and then in the add item, what we do is we check if the size is equal to the capacity plus 1. That means that the size has now exceeded the allowed capacity. That's when we evict the least recently used method, and then we add the item to the what, to the head. And then when in the get element, what I do is that I set, and it's like I delete the current connection that it has, and then I put the node is set next. I put it as it what, at the head, so that it's, because the get method is requiring that the method that we're looking for is put at the head. And then the evict list used method, it evicts the tail by setting the tail to tail get previous, and then by setting tail to set next to now. So the display cache is a method that I had, which allows me to display how my cache is looking. So let me also print out this method. Okay, so when I started out, let me show you my main class. So I started by adding 8 item A, B, C, D, E, F. So when I add those items, because my cache can only hold 5 elements, that means I added item F, which is at the head, item E, D, C, and B. But A was evicted because there would have been 6 elements when my cache can only hold out 5 elements. And then I also to get an element, so I tried to find an element C. It was found, element item C, and then you can see that it's now at the what, is now at the head of the what, of the double linked list. And then I tested the evict listen to used method, and you can see that the cache, when I evicted the list used method, item B, which was at the last, or at the tail, was what was removed, and now the tail is what, is item D. So this is how my classes work.